In this video, I'm going to demonstrate a website that specializes in consultation services. A user can come to the website, register, and then post a question under specific category. The category could be law, real estate, finance, medical, etc. And each category gonna have bunch of specialists. So if somebody posts a question under real estate, that question will be shown to the real estate specialist only. It's not going to be shown to the finance professionals or medical professionals. And each question can be handled by one consultant only. At the beginning, a question will be shown to all specialists, and then one of the specialists can come forward and handle that question or case. So each question will have one of the three states. It could be either unanswered, which means it's not really handled by a specialist yet, or it could be in progress. It means there is a specialist working on that question. And answered, it means the question got resolved. So what we want to show in this homepage, we want to show the list of all answered and in progress questions. Anything that's not answered yet shouldn't be posted here. So we're going to post the title, category, and the status of each question. And then at the top, we have to mention the total answered questions and in progress questions. So if a visitor comes and click how to protect my product, he will be taken to this page where case number is displayed, post date, case title, and then case description in here. The category will be put at the bottom in a nicely laid out label. And then on the right hand side, the user can see the communication between the owner of the question and the consultant. So that would be the consultant, that's the owner, that's the consultant. But the thing is, the visitor can't really reveal the whole communication stream until they join. So we're gonna add some sort of button here. Once the visitor clicks the green button or clicks join now username, email, password have to be provided, and then we have to ask the user if he or she is a consultant or not. If the user checks here, we're gonna show a drop box. The user has to specify his or her specialty and also should agree to the terms and conditions. Now you can see that a user could be either a consultant or just a regular user. Now if the user is a consultant, then we might have to contact that consultant by email just for integrity and credibility purposes, just to identify whether he or she is a genuine consultant or not. She can log in here and will be taken to this page. Now the member can view the whole communication stream. You can see one of the comments has a green sign, which means this is the answer for this case. Now if the user or member presses post now, he can post the case title, description, and the category. So once the member presses post, his case gonna be displayed to all banking specialists. Now if that member presses my questions, this page shows up, and this page has three sections: unanswered questions, in progress questions, and answered questions. Each section has its own pagination. Now you can see that these titles come with a number. This is basically the count, the total of unanswered questions. Same thing in here, and same thing in here. So we have 35 answered questions, 3 in progress questions, and 3 unanswered questions. Let's say the member pressed this title. This page shows up. So you're gonna see all the details in here, including the category at the bottom and the comments section on the right hand side. It's obvious that no consultant has responded yet. So the member responds back saying, I would like a consultant to respond as soon as possible. And that's the consultant jumped in, said, I'll be happy to help you. Do you have any allergies? And then the member said, no, I don't. So you can notice that there's a green button under the consultant's comment. As a rule of thumb, all consultant comments gonna have the green button. Since a consultant posted a response, this question is considered in progress. So if you go back to my questions, you're gonna see the title moved from unanswered questions to in progress questions. So at the moment, no other medical professional can get involved into that question. So any question that's not answered yet is available to all professionals. This unanswered question lies under the law category. So this question is basically available to all law professionals. Until someone responds to the question, then that question will move to in progress and will only be available to the consultant who responded to the question. The other law professionals will not be able to see it anymore. So let's go back to that medical question. You can see that the consultant responded back, and the guy who asked the question selected this comment as an answer. And this is what's gonna happen. The comments box gonna go away, and the consultant's comment gonna have a check mark. You're gonna find that medical question is listed in here. And note that the count has changed from 35 to 36. Now let's log in as a consultant. The logged in consultant is specialized in banking. This page has three sections: available questions, in progress questions, and answered questions. Available questions represent all the unanswered questions in banking section. And this section is going to list all the questions that this consultant is currently working on. And the answered questions has all the questions that's been answered by the logged in consultant. Now if the consultant presses ABC question 1 under available questions, this is gonna show up. So all the details can be found in here. You can see that the comments section is empty, and let's say the consultant responded back. Now in the consultant's page, the green button will not be shown in here. The green button is only shown to the guy who asked the question. Let's say a consultant couldn't reach a final solution, and basically he found out that he couldn't help the guy who asked this question. In this case, the consultant can press release. But before pressing release, I just want to show you something. The ABC question 1 is considered available, and when the consultant responded to the question 1 went to the in progress. Now if the consultant presses release, and ABC question 1 gonna go back to available question for another professional to take over. So basically someone else stepped in and provided the answer. Now the guy who asked the question responded back, said thanks, I think this is the answer. This happened. The green check mark shows up in here, and the comments box went away. So now you can see the ABC question 1 went under answered questions. And if logout button is pressed, the user gonna end up in home page. In the next lesson, we're gonna see how can we design a database for this web project.